Hiya crafty folks, Amy here with Amy's Wares, and today I'm going to use some stencils to create some subtle backgrounds. Now these are some dotted stencils from the May release at A Colorful Life Designs. There's loads of different options this month, so I encourage you to check out the rest. But I'm kind of going to use them as subtle backgrounds and use some critters to create these fun cards here. So I was able to use some things that I already had pre-made and ready to go, such as these critters and that little panel of washi tape that I had in this folder. Now this is my critter binder. You've probably seen my sentiment binder, which is similar. I use these pockets and kind of store things that were made in advance to save me time when I'm creating cards. Now I have this super cute lawn fawn cereal bowl, and there's some coordinating punny sentiments that I'm going to tie in with that design. But this one, I actually ended up using this little piece of washi tape paneling that I made. It's got kind of a stitched edge die and it had some fun colors, and I decided to use that with some cactus that I also had ready to go to use in tandem with this fun stenciled background. So I'm just kind of flipping through. A lot of times my sentiments are an afterthought, or even sometimes the critters, but in this case I wanted to be more deliberate and intentional and figure out the layout kind of before I started working with the colors, because sometimes it can be a little bit harder to kind of retroactively match everything up. So if you kind of give it a little bit of thought in the beginning, sometimes it makes it easier for you. So I'm pulling out this little terracotta pot that they sit in and figuring out the layout with this fun background. And then I'm just going to kind of do some very simple ink blending and tie everything together. So I'm just flipping through to make sure that's what I want to actually use. Here is the little stamp. You can say, it says, 𝗄𝗵𝗃𝗃. I think you're awesome. So, and there's also little faces that you can put on it. So I do end up stamping a cute little face, and then I'm figuring out what sentiments I want to use. Now I wanted the one with the cactus to say, "Hey bestie." So I saw one out that said specifically, "Hey bestie," in my stash. I don't know if that stamp is still available. I will try and link everything I can in the video description box below. But here I have my scrap folders. This is how I store my paper scraps. It has really worked for me. I have them kind of color coded. So if I know I want a certain color family, I'll just pull out that folder, and it's really helped me stay on top of paper scraps and actually use them. So I'm using a couple little dies here. I have one from Trinity Stamps, this one with the kind of peach colors, Trinity Stamps, and then this one, I forget the name of it, but I'll definitely try and remember to link it. If I forget, let me know in the comments, because sometimes when I get around to uploading the videos, I don't always remember to include everything. So let me know in the comments if I forget something. But I'm using my little makeshift workstation here, and I'm going to do some very simple ink blending once I determine the layout. I have this pink color from 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃. I don't think it's cotton candy. Maybe it's sweetheart pink. I don't remember. I think it's the newest pink. And I just use that to ink blend over this kind of peachy, lightweight cardstock that I had in my crafty stash. So I'm not even messing with different colors. I just have the one color. And that's what's fun about stencils like this. I feel like with the dot, they're a little bit more subtle. You could go even more subtle and just do like a light gray, or even monochromatic and find one that's really close to this peachy color and make it even more subtle. So I want you to think about your stencils in different ways that you can use them. You can really amp them up and make them like the showstopper, or you can kind of tone them down and just use them as a subtle element for a background, which is what I did in this case. Now these are all my sentiment strips. I have a whole container of these, and then all these little sub-containers that I get from Tailored Expressions. That in particular is from the Positive Vibes. I think it's Ellen Hudson. As you probably know, that store closed, but she does still have an online presence on Amazon, and I think these might actually still be available. So I'll put those below as well. And what I have here are ink. I used like a clear ink and white embossing powder, and I white heat embossed on the white cardstock so I could custom color it after the fact. So you can see when you ink blend it, it resists the heat embossing, and you can just wipe off any excess, and then you have a perfectly custom colored sentiment strip. So if you're not sure what colors you want to use and you like to really customize, I encourage you to do die cut sentiments and sentiment strips like this with white on white, and then you can make them however you want them when you need them. So I'm just going to put one on the inside of the card and one on the front. And then I decide to continue the design onto the inside of the card. Now that second card I showed you, I actually completed that off screen, but do stick around. I'll show you and discuss some of the elements when I bring that card into the screen. So I'm just going to liquid glue this one down and then stamp this one. I wanted to tie in that the pun for the little bowl of cereal on the front of the card. So I'm just going to put this on a little block. You could obviously use a MFT if you don't want a freehand stamp. I'm just trying to make it straight, and I'm using some black pigment ink, and I'm just going to stamp this where it says 𝗁cie𝗂𝗃, you're my favorite. And I'm going to give this card to my daughter because, you know, obviously she's my favorite. And I'm using some little thin foam strips here just to pop up the cereal bowl and that sentiment for the front of the card. Just putting all the parts together. Nothing new here, no rocket science, just assembling. I did kind of tuck the bowl, I think, a little bit either on top of the sentiment strip or probably behind, just to kind of, I don't know, tie it all in together. I think it looks really cute. And then I think I grabbed some bling here. Yeah, this is a new color as of last month. It's Crystal Iris, I think Orchid, Wild Orchid or something like that. It's a really pretty pinky purple, and I feel like it tied in really well with the colors that I used. And I know my daughter has been actually obsessed with this color palette. She's had like pink, purple, and I don't know, like a peachy color like this. So I think it kind of subconsciously inspired me to make this card for her. She made a fun little insert for her phone case with this color scheme. So I know she will like it. It says, so proud of you. And then, no, seriously, you're my favorite. So I love puns, super fun. Yeah, Crystal Iris, Wild Orchid. Now here is the second card that I finished off screen. I used Pistachio. This is another newish color from 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃. And the new Moonshine, which is also from the bling from last month. And I tied all these elements together. Super fun and colorful. Hey Bestie, and these fun little elements. I just left it on the white card base, popped it up a little bit to give it some separation, did the custom stamp on the back, and that's going to finish the card. So think about how you can use your stencils as simple backgrounds rather than just having them showcase on your design. So lots of different ways. Here I decided to continue it onto the inside just to make it more interesting. It's a fun and easy way to kind of continue on into the inside of the card. So that's going to finish my cards. If you enjoyed this, please do hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. Be sure to check out the rest of the May release, and don't forget my coupon, AmyFan10, at checkout, and save on your complete order. So thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.